Herman Walker Jones enlisted in the Marine Corps at age 17. He graduated from Torrance High School in 1943, right during the middle of World War II. He was really gung-ho. He wanted to enlist and get and see some action. 1 year later, at age 18, he was wounded and killed in action.
2025 marks the 80th anniversary of the Battle of Iwo Jima.
It was just a very difficult battle. They were fighting a well-entrenched enemy, and it was 5 weeks of fighting, and nearly 7,000 Marines and sailors died.
One of the 7,000 was Torrance resident Herman Jones.
He did a lot in his brief life. He was, I think, student body vice president of Torrance High. He was involved very heavily in his church. So, I mean, he did a lot in his short life, and it's just, he accomplished a lot. And it's just sad that, he passed away so young, only 18 years old. His whole life was ahead of him.
Jones's name now lives on the Veterans Memorial Wall in front of City Hall, alongside 150 other fallen heroes.
The criteria is that they're Torrance residents and they died in service during wartime.
The Torrance Historical Society wanted to take the memorial project a step further.
The names shouldn't just be on a cold wall. They should actually be fleshed out with pictures and research and biographies. You see a monument, you see a bunch of names, but without knowing what's behind those names, those faces of those names. I was introduced to Dennis, and I saw his enthusiasm and his passion for this project. So we kind of teamed up and we put it together, and we've been working on it ever since.
What I like is the research, kind of piecing together their life stories through research from the National Archives, Library of Congress, from the old Torrance Herald newspaper, putting all that together to make a nice brief narrative.
Currently, 60 of the veterans' biographies are available on the Torrance Historical Society website, allowing their stories to be shared further.
It just shows that there are those like Herman Jones who are willing to pay the sacrifice so that we may have the freedoms that we enjoy and many of us take for granted today. We want to preserve their history and their legacies and their ultimate sacrifice.
To learn more about local history, visit torrancehistoricalsociety.org. I'm Nicole Nash with the City of Torrance.